Hello and welcome to the September 20th, 2010 video version of Invested Central's Chart of the Day. I'm Tom Bowley, Invested Central's Chief Market Strategist, and it's my pleasure to provide you today's Chart of the Day. This Chart of the Day is brought to you by StockCharts.com, simply the web's best financial charts. Before we get into today's Chart of the Day, I do want to mention that we have a special. If you'd like to join our Market Plus service, you get the first 30 days of our service for 50% off at $9.95. And this particular month is pretty interesting because this weekend we are providing 10 additional stocks that are similar to the one I'm going to be showing you for the Chart of the Day, where they're stocks that either are just bottoming and looking to make some very important technical breakouts to the upside, or they're stocks that have already been in uptrends and are basing and look to advance further in the future. I think these 10 stocks will be very good trading candidates down the road. 7 of them have market caps between just $1 and $2 billion. A couple are over that $2 billion threshold. I think one's $3 billion, one's $6 billion, and then there's one that's under $1 billion. So most of them or all of them are very small companies, have a lot of room for growth, and I think you'll find their technical charts very interesting. Also, by joining this month, on Tuesday night, we're having our next event in our online trader series. This one's Understanding Technical Patterns. We're going to be talking about head and shoulders patterns, cup and handles, the triangle patterns, which you're going to see on the chart of the day in just a minute or so. But all of those patterns, very interesting when you learn to spot them, and probably the most important part is when you get the breakout, it actually gives you a measurement on those. So anyhow, if you haven't checked out Invested Central's Market Plus service, I think this would be a great time to do so. Taking a look at the chart of the day for Monday, September 20th, Global Industries, GLBL. This is about a $604 million company. If you take a look at the chart, you will see that at the bottom, and we look for this on stocks when they make bottoms, at the bottom you'll see lower prices back in mid-July with a higher MACD. That is a positive divergence that's set up. That actually marked the bottom. You don't know when you get a positive divergence if it's going to be a temporary move back up or if it's going to be more longer term in nature. It depends on how the stock acts after that positive divergence prints. But in this case, you can see we rose up. We tested the 50-day moving average. That's the first thing we look for. And then over the course of the last couple months, you can see that we've got a series of equal highs but higher lows. And that is the poster child for an ascending triangle, which is what Global Industries has been in for the last couple of months. Take a look on Wednesday of last week. It made a major breakout on very heavy volume. So we've got the bottoming pattern in place. We've got this triangle pattern that formed, and then we've got the breakout, and so far a successful retest down to the downside. I would look for this 515 area, which was the top of the prior triangle, to hold on as support, which it did on Friday. If you want to give it a little bit more room, you could go down to the 20-day. Ultimately, you could go down to the 50-day. That would be, I really wouldn't want to see the stock back into this triangle pattern, and certainly not toward the bottom of it. But if you wanted to give it a little bit more room, you could give it all the way down to that ascending 50-day moving average. Totally up to you. Ultimately, though, this triangle looks to measure up to about $6.20 to $6.25. And to the downside, like I said, I would probably be looking around the 20-day moving average for some pretty good support on GLBL. The MACD has been very solid. It's pointing up above the center line. Anytime that happens with the most recent high, I look for a 20-day test as kind of like a line in the sand to the downside. So hopefully that helps. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation today, and absolutely check out our service, the Market Plus service. Take out a trial offer, just $9.95 for the first month. Get these 10 stocks, take a look at them, and you've got the online trader series coming up on Tuesday evening as well, starting at 4:30. If you can't make that event, by the way, it is recorded, and you can always go back and look at the transcript at your discretion. Be sure to check out our chart of the day every day at InvestedCentral.com. While you're there, sign up for our free weekly Market Pulse newsletter and have the chart of the day emailed directly to you. Happy trading.